Hello, I'm Czardus. Grab a coffee, sit back and relax, and let's build in City Skylines 2. So we are back in Shelbyville. We are going to be working today on first fixing a traffic issue that has been building and we need to address it. But also we're going to be working on adding more sprawl because that is our current goal, is adding that sprawl. So let's go ahead and jump in. But before we get building, be sure to check out Apex Gaming. They have custom PCs and they just lowered their prices by, I think, up to 30%. And it is the lowest prices they've ever had. They're not doing discount codes anymore. Go ahead and check them out via the link down below. It is an affiliate link, so you will also help support the channel. So anyway, let's go ahead and we're going to come over here. And you see we've got a roundabout here that is totally backed up, and the reason it's backed up is because pretty much all of this has to go through Franklin Street here to get to the highway. They have to come down here and then they either go this way or they go that way. They've got two highway entrances now. It's really backing that up. They could very easily choose to come this way, although anybody up here has to still come down here, so it made sense to go that way. And also getting in goes that way. So we're going to do a couple things here. First, we're going to add another entrance to the area through there. We can get an entrance that way. And then we're also, of course, going to add more lanes because that always fixes things, right? I mean, I think it does. That seems to be what we're told when we're talking to our Congress people and things like that, right? Now, I wish I could move that. No, I wish I had moved it to really get that node to be over there instead, but we're going to put that there. Also, we could probably move this bus stop, but I think we'll just leave it. It'll be fine. We don't need the asymmetric road there. Just do a 4-lane there. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. So there's no parking on there, but we do have a little bit more, and that should hopefully fit some of that. Now, today we are going to add sprawl by getting rid of this quarry here. Our unemployment is still low, so that'll be fine. And these are both rock quarries, so we're going to move them, and we're going to move them pretty far out. In fact, we have a ton of tiles. I think we're going to put them like way out here. Let's see if we have any resources here. Nope. Perfect. So we're going to go ahead and get that here. And maybe even put it on this side. We have a rail station here. This is a cargo station. Maybe we should work with that. Yeah, I think what we'll do is get the quarry out over here, and then we can get forestry here too. Let's purchase all of that. And then what we need to do is we need to get a road up over that train. So we're going to come in here, we'll lower the elevation step, and this is going to be our best spot here. We want to try to keep that at a low grade, but we don't really have that option. Although here we can go, I guess we don't have to be that high, do we? I think we have to be a little bit higher here. You can see that's going over a little bit. What I want to do is I want to get to 8.75 here. And then that's not quite high enough. So what we're going to do is try to get a node there. And then we can come across. We'll go all the way up to 10 meters now. Yeah, that'll work. That gets us up over the rail. And then we can come down here. And what I want to do is have our industry be out this way. And look at that. We've got switch on. And we got two things, actually. Let's get both of those built. We've got a fuel plant and switch on, which, you know what, we're going to hold off on those because if we built them now, we would have a drastic lowering of our unemployment, and we are not ready for that. But we are ready, like I said a minute ago, to get a quarry in here, and then we're going to put forestry over here. So we'll go ahead and bring this in. Actually, this should probably follow that contour line. Bring that along like this. Yeah, and then we can get a road going in this way. Get 2 forestry things there, and we'll get a road going in like this, and we'll get 2 rock quarries here. So we'll come in. Oh, we've got fertile land there, so we have to put farms there because we want to make sure that we utilize that. So that can't be our quarry. We could probably get a quarry around here, and that would probably get a good looking texture right by the rail. I think we can do that. What we'll do is we'll bring a road down this way, and then that can curve like that and go on in like that. So we've got a road coming down this way, and we're going to get the quarry right here, and we can bring this up that way as well. Yeah, okay, so we're going to come in here, and we're going to get a stone mining. Have to be really careful to make sure that builds with the sub-buildings visible. And this will go right along this road. And then we'll bring it down here. I wonder, we have space. If we can get this under the road. Nope, it won't let me. Though part of that is because of the overlapping things. Yeah, it's not going to let me. We're going to put a different one over there. So this will be 1 here. That's going to be silly looking there. But we can get 1 over here. And that can go all the way down to there. And then go right along the railroad here. And now the benefit of doing it like this and getting it by this cargo station is that I believe we already have some cargo rail lines set up. We'll check that in just a moment. If we go like that, we should be able to see that. And we can get some office buildings in here. Low density offices. Like that. And they can be like the office buildings for the whole thing. Okay, so now that those are moving over there, we're going to go ahead and delete these ones. And then we're going to check on our cargo rails. So we've got this here. Where is this line going? In 1. It's coming out this way. Where are the 2 stops? Okay, okay. Yeah, so it's going here to here. I think those are the 2 things it's doing. I think what we'll do is we'll get another cargo line, and we'll send it from here out over to this one. And this will be in 2, which it's apparently going all the way up there. So we need to adjust some of the track in here too. Let's go ahead and come down here, and we're just going to... Why is that already called N2? Okay, of course, it was called N2 because I was looking at passengers. And, I mean, that's one thing that gets a little confusing sometimes is the way they have that set up. Okay, so one thing that they're doing is they're coming out here, and they're not going through the yard, which is really annoying. Because then they're going up onto a passenger line and not really using this line over here anymore. So what we need to do is we need to connect. Oh man, this is going to be not very useful here. What I think we'll do is we'll take this out. Okay, so the first thing we're going to try here is to just take this out. Of course, now that makes that whole thing mad. We're going to see what happens with it. Cargo line goes through, so that actually should be fine. I think it's just mad because of these lines here. Yeah, those are going to be fine. We've got the line going that way. It is turning weird. And we could, you know, bring a waypoint down this way. Like that. And that should help to fix this as well. We have 2 lines coming this way. We're going to put both waypoints down this way. So that's the other thing, is that with the waypoints in this game, and I will admit that I had forgotten about this, but we should be able to now bring this back in. Although now the whole thing is mad at me and doesn't want to go where I had it before. So we're going to leave that the way it is. I think it's fine, but we could have done just waypoints and it would have worked out. Now we've got trains waiting to get in here, so we are going to upgrade with an extra track in here. And we can go ahead and get a storage. Oh, we don't need a warehouse. At some point we might, but not yet. So what we do want though is a 2-way track that can go like that. So now we can also bring one of these lines over like that. So now we should be able to get multiple trains in here at a time, and that will really help this whole area. So now we can come out here and we can see these guys are full with employees and they are getting some ore generated. So we have space that we can put these farms over there too. I think these are, yeah, they're grain. They're on fertile land, but we're going to want that fertile land. But in the meantime, right now, what we want to do is we want to get more people because our unemployment is low. And let's check the land value. Right now we have a land value bug that is going on that they are working on, and perhaps if you're watching this video in the future, maybe they've already fixed it. But the bug is that land value spreads through roads and it makes things really hard to, or like high rent. So you can see we've got high rent signs here, and those are going to just keep getting worse if we stop building. And part of that is because there's nowhere cheaper for people to move. And at some point they will have a fix for that, I'm sure, because it is a pretty big issue. But we're going to go ahead and just extend or build a grid out this way. I guess we could just use the existing grid from here. Bring that down and bring this one down. Make sure that we're in the center of that intersection. And go that way. Now we've got a little bit more we can go in this direction. And bring this all the way over here. And here we've got not quite the same grid, but that will work just fine. We're going to get residential in here, so it's not going to be a big deal. We'll go like that. Now let's check our districts. We could get some new districts here. We've got Crescent View is over there. I think what I'm going to do is have this be... well, you know, I was going to say it's going to be university, but it isn't really close to the university. I think what we'll do instead is we'll just create a new district that comes down here. And then it can go up this way and just make its way down back to the highway. And that whole area, we've got Emerson Grove, that will work. And I want to kind of extend this road out. We're going to kind of work with some of the roads that we have, and that's going to make some of this stuff look pretty good. And then here we can bring this road in like this. What I want is a 90-degree angle coming out here. And in fact, what we're going to do, I want to have this be right in the middle. So this is 350. We want this to go to 175-ish. So right here is where we're going to go. 90 degrees. We'll take that back out. And then this can come down here. And then here we want to come out like that. Yes, I like that a lot. And this can come out here. And actually what we could do, we've got that road there. I think we'll go ahead and bring this out, but I think we need to get a park in here. Or a school or something like that, because this residential neighborhood is going to need some services out here. Yeah, let's take a look. So Emerson Grove doesn't have a school out here, and in fact, we are pretty low on schools in general. So we're going to get one in here. It fits rather nicely on this block. Doesn't fit right in the middle, but it will work just fine. Then we're going to come in and we will add... first of all, we want to assign it to Emerson Grove. And we can get a playground right on the corner there. In fact, we'll get 2 playgrounds. Yeah, I like that. And then let's see if we can get a parking lot in there too. And then the whole thing will just look nice. Nope. Parking lots do not want to fit the way that I want them. So that'll be fine. We can do that, and that will then provide elementary for everything in Emerson Grove. We don't have one in Crescent View. We're even out here in these 2 places. So let's go ahead and get some of those. Let's get a school here. And we're going to have to turn off snapping to get it in here. You see it doesn't like the road there. So we're going to come in, turn off the snapping. Make sure that we have this facing the right way. And we'll put it right there. So this school is going to serve Autumn Gardens and eventually whatever housing we have over in here, which we do have a train station here, so we're probably going to get some village out in there. But we do want a playground with it. Always want to make sure that we're building a playground because I feel like 1, that is realistic, and 2, it has benefits for the city too. So then Madison Grove does not have an elementary either. Not a very big area, so I think what we'll do is we'll put a school in here that will serve all 3 of those. And maybe then we could get it right over here actually. We'll put that there. And then this one is going to do Crescent View, Madison Grove, and Pinewood Crossing. And it'll have its playground back there. And we'll go ahead and give it an extension because there is some high density here in Pinewood Crossing. So it might need to be a little bit bigger. So now we should have much better elementary in a lot of the city. We don't have one out there yet in Evergreen Gardens. We have a school here which is overcrowded, and we have a school here which can fit Evergreen Gardens in there. Yeah, that'll be good. Garnet Crossing is overflowing. So is this one over here. Both, I mean, Garnet Crossing has a lot of people, so I'm not too surprised about that. But I don't think I want to have another one. It's just going to be the way it is. So what we could do, though, I mean, we need to check on high schools, too. So high school, our capacity is okay right now. I don't think I'm going to bother with a high school yet. That doesn't have the area bonus, so that is fine. Okay, so now Emerson Grove. We were coming in here. We need to get some parks in. Let's go ahead and get a small park over here. And maybe a sports park. Let's get a skate. Oh no, wait, we've got space over here. We could get a large. That one doesn't quite fit the way I want it. Let's go ahead and get a soccer field in here. Or a community. The community pool isn't too big. But let's do a soccer field here, and then we'll get the community pool. Shoot. Doesn't quite fit. Why is nothing fitting the way I want it today? So we're going to relocate. And we're going to put this over here if we can. We need to move it just slightly over. Let's go ahead. Put that there. And then we can come in with our community pool over here and get some tennis courts in. And an outdoor gym. Will that fit over here? Yeah. That'll be fine there. Skate park. This is like turning out to be a very well-fitting thing. Now, I wonder, can I get a parking lot over in here? Can we get a medium one? Yes. And then one more thing here. Basketball court. right there. Okay, so then we just need some trees in here, and then this whole park will be quite nice. Although what we could do, actually, let's do this. We're going to bring this in. Just a nice little pedestrian path to connect everything there. Why did it do a tunnel? I don't want a tunnel, game. Sometimes City Skylines is just not useful. Okay, so that works though. Let's come in here and we're going to get some oak trees in. Yeah, I like the oak trees. They fill the space. They look nice. They work well. Just very basic there. We'll leave this open and we'll figure out what we want to do there in a little bit. But for now, we'll go ahead and get low density housing in here. The rent may be too high already. That may be an issue. Yeah, we've got land value relatively high. Let's see if anything will spawn in here. Let's see what low density we can get. We might see some come in. We've also got pollution there, which is not going to go away, and that's going to be an issue. I think we have pollution there. Let's check. Ground pollution. Yeah, they're going to complain about the ground pollution, which is going to be an issue. We don't have a way to clean that. Let me see. Sometimes, earlier in the game, you could come in and you could mess with the terrain. Earlier in the history of the game. Nope, that doesn't work. Let's smooth this back out. So what we'll do, because we've already got complaints coming in here, we're going to move the school over to here. Move it over a block so that that block is used up. We're going to take out some of the zoning here just for a moment, because I want to make sure that we're covering up that ground pollution with things that will not be impacted by it. So what we could do, we could come in here, we could get more parts. Could get a park maintenance depot in here. That's probably going to cause some noise. Yeah, noise pollution low. Can't get any other schools. We don't really have a ton of options for this. The death care. Oh, we could get a crematorium in here. It's got air pollution. Ground pollution is going to prevent anything from there. Don't have any buildings there. I guess the only thing we can put here is parks then. So what we'll do is we'll move this park over here. And what I want is I want to see... Yeah, I think what we'll do then... we might need to just change this into office buildings right here. Because they won't care. It'll be a shame to have it right in here, but I think we're just going to have to do that. So if we come in like this, we can see where that pollution is, and we can get our office buildings on that pollution. And that'll work. So we'll let that go in, and then the rest of that can remain low density residential. And can get some in there. We'll see what spawns. We may have to raise it to medium density. And I think along the highway, we're going to want to do something else. Although sometimes along the highway, you still have homes pretty close to the highway. But we do have a bit of noise in there. You know what we'll do? We'll come in here. And I want to put up sound barriers on the highway here. And that will reduce the noise pollution over here, because I think on this side, I do want to have residential coming all the way down here. So we'll go ahead and get the sound barriers. That's as much as we can do on that side. And the other side might not matter as much. So that's going to reduce it on this side, hopefully. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and get some more roads down in here and see what we can have spawn. So what I want to do, so I want a road right along this one. And we're going to try to find a node here. There we go. This is going to work here. So I want the road like that. It is not too happy with me right now. Here, what we'll do is we'll turn off the guidelines. Yeah, this will work here. So then we'll just bring this up like that, and this is just going to be a frontage road. And what I want to do next is we're going to come off of this road and bring this in like that. And then this one, again, 90 degrees that way, 90 degrees there. There we go. So that kind of fills that area out. Then we're going to get low density back in here. Got some more pollution there that we have to pay attention to. And we don't have a road coming all the way through here, so we have to extend the road, of course. Take those back out and have that respawn a different way. And then bring it here too. We can get some low density there. Let's see what we can get here. And we'll get office in here the rest of the way. And that will fill out Emerson Grove. We'll get a little bit of low density commercial in here. Though I don't really want it on there. We'll just get one there then. And get residential there. That will be fine. And then back in here, what we can do. So we could bring a road out this way. And maybe that's what we do. Let's do that. And then we can get low density in here. Just kind of filling that whole space out. We've got one building here complaining still. So we'll go ahead and put a little park here. See if any others complain. Okay, and we've got one more spot here that could use a park. So we're going to just come in here and just put a small plaza. The plazas are huge. It's like every time I come in, I'm like, oh, let's just put one little thing here. And then it's a giant plaza. What we'll do instead is we'll just take the zoning out in that one spot. I don't want another office because well, no, we'll just go ahead and do that because it's just one little building and there's just a tiny bit in there. But I feel like this whole thing is going to be in pretty good shape now. And we'll see what happens there. But let's double check on the noise pollution here. Yeah, that's not too bad. I think it'll be fine. We've got our university here. And what I think I want to do, we've got open space here. I think what I wanted to do is see if we can get some low rent housing in here. And if we need to, we can raise the density. In fact, I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. We're going to come in here and get medium density housing there. Get some row housing over here. And then on this back side of the university, I'm going to bring a road in like this. And we'll bring one this way at about 90 degrees. Yeah, I like that. Very nice. We'll bring this up. And like that. And then we can get a little bit more row housing here. And that'll be like student housing. Yeah, that will be nice for the university. We'll get some more medium density over here. And what we'll do, I think we can get another road over on this side. We've got a hill there, though. Yeah. So what we'll do, we've got an accident there, but we'll go ahead and just have the housing go right up there. And this one, actually, we're going to get commercial on both sides of this. Yeah, and that is all going to fill in very nicely. We'll let that fill in. Okay, and I just noticed that we have an electricity bottleneck, so we need to check on some of our power right now. We have plenty of production, but we do have a bottleneck there, and you can see that we're having some issues. So what I want to do is I want to check to see where we have transformers. I don't think we have like any really. So what we need to do is we need to get some powerful power lines coming out. Let's go ahead and get a transformer right over here by the power station. We'll put it along the same road. And then we need to bring a power line underground. We'll just bring it right in there. And that is going to help a little bit here. We'll let that go through and see how it turns out. And that did not fix the issue because the bottleneck is actually in that little road. So what we need to do is we need to bring another one over in here. And I think what we should do is we should get it relatively close to downtown. We've got some space right here. We can squeeze one in. Unfortunately, that kind of... Actually, it doesn't look too bad. We can live with that. But what we do need to do is get a power line here now. It's still underground, so we're going to just bring this right over. We've got a power line right here, actually. Right to there. And now we'll check to see how much that improves things. So now the power can get over here quite a bit better. And that has reduced the bottleneck there. And we do have another transformer there, which is good. We should get one on this side of the city as well. And again, we'll put it over by the train station. That is not going to fit right there, but that's okay. We'll find a different spot for it then. Put it here. And then bring the power right over it like this. That is not connected, so we'll come in and connect it like that. And all of that should help with that bottleneck. You can see the color is getting a little bit better. We don't have any signs that are showing that it is bad. So now we're going to come in and see how this turned out. We are in good shape there. Unemployment is going up. We have done a good job today. We built out Emerson Grove and we got a lot of this done, as well as getting some stuff over here, which we do have a little bit of a housing thing right now. This arterial is going to need to come out, and maybe this road gets extended and becomes the arterial. That might be a good idea, but we'll save that for another day. Thanks for watching. Click on the video on the screen now. It will take you to another video that you will enjoy. I guarantee it. Thanks for watching again. Take care, and I will catch you next time.